Yeah, I bet they do.
All right, guys. Haven't popped the alchemist kit out since my parents died.
What the fuck?
Hey, did you ever figure out why your rolls look so crappy?
No,
You should probably figure that out.
I probably should. So anyway, stream, welcome back. We're playing D&D. This is the Tuesday group. Subscribe to Twitch Prime if you're watching this on YouTube. Check out the Twitch stream. Yada yada yada. Long preamble. Whatever. Let's get into playing. Who wants to do the recap from last session? Not it.
I don't remember last session.
That was
You
too
did
long ago.
something. I don't know.
We're all heroes now.
There was a dragon.
We didn't get eaten by the dragon because I
That's a
hid,
tree. Yeah, trees.
but poorly because I fell out of the tree and stepped on someone, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, Al, you're it.
Damn it.
I know you took notes, so, you know.
All right. So we are members of the Dressy Mercenary Company. We found out our captain's name is Carrot, but he's reclusive and not seen very often. Point of contact is normally going to be Sister Alice. She's kind of prickly, but she's there if you need a friend. Sometimes. For a little while. Maybe. First mission was to go find somebody who didn't pay for their full job. Richard Zelnick in Zaldrin, or Zaladin. Need to go collect 250 gold from him. We went to the quartermaster to get some stuff. Took a couple trips back and forth for them to get it all, and this little pissant convinced an old man to push the cart for him and got smacked for his troubles, which I enjoyed. We headed out. We discovered the magic bean water of wakefulness. 2 of our party members partook of it and had mixed results throughout the day. We traveled a little bit more, found 4 decayed bodies back behind the trees with 2 horses, found 250 gold, a few dressy signet rings, and decided that this definitely wasn't the rest of Little Richard's payment, so we decided to continue on and go talk to him. A couple miles down the road, we found an ancient red dragon, which we hide from fairly successfully. Found something else to roast and eat about 150 feet away. We watch, barely breathing, while being assaulted by delicious barbecue smells. Continue to travel, arrive in the town, go find Richard in the crowd, and give him a mild shakedown. He's pretty adamant about being paid, and we believe him after asking him a few questions. Convince him to pay for our night so that we don't have to pay out of our pockets, and since we don't have anything in our pockets other than the 250 gold that he already owes. So, we convince him that it's nice to have merc friends and to pay for us. Headed back to the camp, fairly uneventful travel since we were speedrunning. And show the rings, hand over the gold, get half of it back as payment for our trial, as well as collecting on the failed contract that the other people didn't deliver. And we met Carrot, who seems segmented, or otherwise weirdly moving. And that's where we left off.
All right. Pretty good recap. So, we'll pick up with you guys in the room with Carrot having just dropped off the rings and given them to you guys. And Sister Alice lets you know that you are now full-fledged members of the Mercenary Company, and you are welcome to take any contracts now that are offered to the Mercenary Company, and that will be put towards your debt, as well as obviously you'll take a portion of that with you if you'd like, or you can continue to pay down your debt. And yeah, you're basically free to do whatever you'd like at this point. You can take a job, you can fucking flee, you can make a farm and live out the rest of your days farming the magical beans that the magical bean water of wakefulness is made out of, or whatever you'd like to do. So, party, what do you do?
Maybe we should get a job.
That makes sense. We do owe quite a bit of money.
We should get a job.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
question the segmented captain guy. Anything
Carrot?
seem off about him? Yeah.
All right. Carrot, still standing kind of like right there. What do you say to him?
You little captain, why you move funny?
Well, it's kind of a long story. Would you believe that I was discovered in the wilds and cut in half and then put back together with magic? Okay. No, that's basically all I got.
Makes sense to me.
He's like, look, you're full members now, so I guess you can know. And the bottom half seems to start moving frantically, and the top half, like, the arms like smack roughly where his crotch would be, and it looks like he's just smacking himself right in the crotch a couple of times before the bottom half stops moving so violently, and then he opens up his large coat where you see a goblin standing on another goblin's shoulders. The goblin underneath the shoulders has a couple of spots like where handprints would have hit from the previous smacking he just got.
Not gonna lie, that's not what I was expecting when the coat opens up.
I'm gonna brandish my sword and ask, what you do with Captain Carrot?
We are Carrot. I'm Care. This is Rot. Carrot. Carrot.
I meant don't get it.
Well, you see, that's how you spell carrot.
But it's so confusing.
People don't like taking commands from goblins, so we pretend to be human or something else like that with maybe a skin condition and the eyes. I don't think anybody actually believes it, but, you know.
Bad at pretending. It's okay. Me bad at pretending too.
So, what happens when you guys decide to swap every so often? Do you become rot care?
No. Then we just we're still Carrot. It's just I'll be on the bottom. That happens tomorrow. It's every other day we switch. So as you're
Makes
talking
sense.
to Care, Rot pulls a piece of jerky out of his pants and then just starts eating it while Care is talking to you.
Which would have been a lot more entertaining if the road was closed.
Yep.
You do good work.
Well, if we ever have to leave, we use magic to make sure that we're kind of more hidden, but this will do for just walking around.
Okay.
So, about those additional jobs.
Sister Alice will fill you in, and then Carrot like kind of slightly turns his body a little bit, but Rot doesn't move, so Carrot's just like kind of trying to twist, and then he just smacks him on the top of the head, and then Rot turns, and the two of them leave. Sister Alice just kind of looks over and looks back at you and kind of shakes her head and I try not to judge. They're interesting. And they bring us good money, so what can you do? We've got 3 available contracts for you. And she pulls out a kind of a tidy clipboard with a couple scraps of paper attached to it. And she says, well, we've got 3 missions that could be undertaken by a group as inexperienced as you. There's several more, but I don't know if you guys are quite ready to go after those. So we'll give you the easy ones first. We've got an assassination contract, a missing person, and a caravan protection detail. Which would you like to hear about?
Yes.
Okay.
How the caravan protection detail?
Okay, yeah. A young human man named Patrick Frowen.
And you're not
Um,
made of goblins, are you?
I am not. I am human.
Just
what
checking.
Garrett said.
You never
I'm-
know.
I'm not gonna disrobe to show you, but I am human.
Well, maybe later, honey.
Not even then. I don't mix business and pleasure. So, Patrick is the leader of a caravan. Kind of a cocky, brash young man, as they tend to be. Owns a caravan, and they were going from Zaladin to Zizith, and they got about, well, almost halfway, which is us. Roughly a day outside of town here, just to the north. They ran into a little bit of trouble, and they lost 2 wagons. They didn't hire any protection. They figured they could do that. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Popcorn kernel got stuck in my throat.
Okay, Alice.
No, that was me. She goes, he figured they could make the whole trip. They didn't get any protection, and monsters attacked. And they kind of limped their way here to the mercenary company, and they're looking to, hire protection detail on the way to Zizith. Thing is, normally we would charge them, the full, from Zaladin to Zizith, and that's what we're going to do because they didn't hire us initially. So this is more of like while it should be like half price because you're going half the distance, this is more of an incentive payment kind of thing. So if he ever hears of that, he might be upset. Keep that in mind. They lost 2 wagons, 6 horses, and 3 of his retinue along the way. And they're still stopped up here at the mercenary company. So if you want to go meet him, talk to him, or whatever, if you want to take the job, he's here. He's around. The contract price for that is 1,500 gold pieces upon safe arrival to Zizith. Do you want that one, or do you want to hear about one of the other 2?
What about the missing person?
There is a missing person, Arkham Deshev. He's an elderly halfling man with a limp. He has large bushy eyebrows, graying hair on the sides of his head, severe balding on top. He was last seen planting trees outside of Zaladin. And that's all we know. Contract price for that is 1,000 gold pieces. Apparently his family is wealthy.
Who do we gotta kill?
Presumably nobody. You just gotta find him. Bring him back to town, 1,000 gold.
I thought you said it was an assassination.
I think that was the.
No, that
last
was the
one.
missing person. The assassination is a completely different person. Merivin Vitar is a heavy-set woman in her mid-30s. Kind of black, short-cropped hair. Is the owner of a small carpentry shop in Zaladin. That's all the details I have. You'll get 1,500 gold pieces. But there's an additional 500 gold incentive if you make it look like an accident.
My specialty.
Is it?
Do people fall on their axe around you a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I think the
I'll be sure to be
caravan
careful.
offers a nice amount of money. Maybe we should take that.
Caravan boring.
Oh, I'm sure something will attack you. Why don't you just stand out in front?
Too easy. Monsters afraid of Eggman.
Well,
What about you, now, Agman leader? What say you?
What? I'm not the
Yes.
leader.
It's your face
Yes,
on the
the
map.
leader shall decide.
I don't know what map you're talking about.
well, finding that guy sounded really hard.
I mean, he's an old guy that wandered off. How hard is that going to be?
He could be anywhere.
He's old. He doesn't move very fast.
I don't know.
Unless he drinks that energy water.
Well, I like the caravan, but I'll let the leader decide.
I mean, we could make a democratic thing and vote.
That sounds fair.
All right. Well, I vote caravan.
Okay. How about you, Ryla? What would you like to do?
Let's go look for people.
A
One
specific person? Okay. Agman, you want to go kill somebody?
Bash and slash.
Okay. That's not very specific. You could do that with all of them.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, put you down as Annie. Zanuck,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I guess which one gets the most votes?
I think we're tied.
We're currently tied. With one, Annie, and Annie.
You just need Zanuck to tie it up at a one-way or at a one-vote three-way tie.
I was waiting for it. I really expected you to do it.
Well, don't we need to go to Zeldin for two of them? Could we like multitask?
More money, more jobs.
Sister Alice kind of speaks up and goes, "Unfortunately, no. If we allowed that, then one group theoretically could take all three contracts, and then the next group would have to be sitting here on their hands for who knows how long while you complete them. You take one,
Snooze,
you go, you do
lose.
it, you come back. There'll be a new set for you. If there's work.
Okay.
However, if you take a contract and then you go out somewhere and you were to find somebody looking for mercenaries to do things, and then you do things for them and get paid for it, and you know, come back and notify us, that would certainly count as two contracts at once. But you'd have to find the person willing to, you know, buy you, and then you'd have to do it. There's a whole ream of paperwork that's involved, but I can take care of that once you get back.
So if we like get a poster board and drape it over Agman saying we'll do stuff for food or whatever.
Sister Alice just kind of looks at you like sideways and was like, I would presume that mercenaries of your caliber might be a little bit more less ambiguous, but theoretically, yes, that could work.
Theoretically.
You're mercenaries, not women of the night.
What does that mean?
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Well, the caravan protection seemed like it was was it the highest? I didn't quite catch the breakdown on what they were.
The
Missing guy was 1,000.
assassination's 1,500 or 2,000 if you make it look like an accident. 1,000 for the missing person, and 1,500 for the caravan.
So the assassination would pay more.
Assuming you make it look like an accident.
It would look like an axe. It didn't.
I was waiting for that.
There's a dent in her skull in the exact shape of an axe. That fits. Pay the man.
We don't know who this woman is. What if we get there and she's, feeding hungry children or some such thing?
Then you kill her.
For feeding on hungry children.
I mean, that's just rude.
I don't know. I still vote caravan.
So we don't really know anything about her or why she's been put on the chopping block.
We could go talk to the caravan.
I'll change to caravan.
Sister Alice just responding to you, Alice says, doesn't matter who or what she is. We are given gold, we're giving a name, and a description. You do the deed. As long as you pay, you can have anyone killed. Anyone. I literally mean anyone.
Anyone?
They could be the king. If a king existed.
What if we were asked to kill another mercenary?
As long as the contract's paid, have at it.
Kind of look around at everybody sideways.
Several years ago, we weren't contracted for this. We put in our bid, but we were not able to actually get the contract. But there is a mercenary company up north by the name of the Helden Mercenary Company, and they actually won the contract. And they had to assassinate a 4-month-old child. We tried. We didn't get the job.
Easy contract.
I was
It
going to
was
say, that
the-
doesn't sound very hard.
It was the sole heir to a very, 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 very vast fortune. And that can be dangerous in this world. Needless to say, that family doesn't exist anymore.
I kind of want to travel the world a little bit and see the sights, so I wouldn't mind doing the caravan.
Fine.
I'm sure you'll get a chance to smack
Yeah,
something
yeah,
around.
yeah. Let's go kill something.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go talk to Patrick.
All right. So, Sister Alice leads you guys outside into the kind of main thoroughfare in the mercenary company. And she points off towards where the stables are, and you can see that there are several horses getting reshoed, or reshod, I guess it would be. And you see probably about 10 people all standing around. They kind of look a little jittery, and every time like somebody walks out of a door behind them and the door clatters behind them with a clang or whatever, they all like kind of jump a little bit. Obviously very jumpy. One of which appears to be a red-headed human in his early 20s. Sees Sister Alice and you guys all emerging from, the building that you were in, and Sister Alice points towards him and goes, that's Patrick and his caravan. Have fun. And she just kind of like turns away from you and like walks away a little bit as, you can see the red-headed man's like, hey, Sister Alice, she's leave. Are you the group that's gonna be protecting us?
Yes.
Yep.
One question.
Yeah.
Are you a stepchild?
I don't know why you'd ask that.
Just, I ask people that sometimes.
Are you a
It's a
goblin?
personal curiosity.
I'm not a goblin. I
Do
am
you
a
have any
stepchild.
books?
Alright, I knocked one person off.
Oh no. And then there was 5, 4. Then there was an indiscriminate number because I can't count.
And then there were fewer.
And then she's back. All right, we're good. And he just says, "Yeah, I'm a stepchild."
That
Why?
tracks. I just you had that look about you.
I don't think that's it. I think it's just I just was through some stuff the other day. We were attacked, and I barely got out with my life. All right. So, I'm a little rattled.
What attacked you?
Well, I didn't get a good look at it. I was busy reorganizing my inventory in one of the carts, and I just heard the screams from my men, and I didn't get a good look, but I did see as it was carrying away one of my horses' scales, like black, as if they're like covered in like a black liquid, and they kind of looked like bugs, kind of, but scaled with black liquid all over it. If that makes any sort of sense. I don't know.
How big?
Oh, big. Like, I mean, it was carrying a horse away in its mouth, so at least that big.
Well, hopefully we don't run into that again.
Well, I mean, even if we do, you guys will kill it. That's what you're there for, right?
Right.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do we leave?
Give me a couple hours to finish shoeing the horses, and I'll gather everybody together, and we'll go. Do you guys need more time than that? Is that all right?
I'm gonna go hunting.
Okay. I'll be here in a couple hours. If that's. I'm
Yeah,
unsure.
we know.
Okay. Strange people.
I don't think we have any plans that would prevent us from leaving in a few hours. So we'll see you then.
All right.
So what time of day is it?
Probably shortly after breakfast.
I'm really gonna go hunting.
Lead the way.
All right. So you're going outside the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I guess.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Cool. So, how far outside of the walls do you guys go?
Not far.
I mean, you want to just open the gates and there's something right there waiting to be shot?
Half an hour walk.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was trying to get a kind of distance kind of gauge. That works perfectly. Okay. And I guess narratively it doesn't matter what direction you guys went since you're so close yet. Are you looking for tracks of anything particular, or are you just aimlessly wandering until you find a monster or people or something to kill?
I'm down for wandering aimlessly.
I'm tracking game.
Alright, go ahead and make a survival check.
Wander namelessly is a good description of what I do a lot of the times.
Alrighty. That's a decent survival check.
It's 14. I know it shows up on yours funky.
Yeah, it does. I'm just checking something else real quick. Consulting the old chart. Can you roll a d6? All right.
Yes, I can.
So that makes it random battle map. There we go. And I'll put you guys on here. Okay, that's the 5 of you. And the roll was a 3. Okay. So can you guys give me a stealth check? Everybody.
Like the wind. The hurricane wind.
I've seen better, but a 4 is a thing. It's a group check, so, you know, any one person's failure won't completely fuck over everything.
But a couple of 4s.
However, the barbarians are making it real hard for the party.
We're just stomping through.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not completely
I find it
terrible.
hilarious that the guy walking in jingling armor is making less noise than the two barbarians who aren't wearing anything.
Right. So we've got a 13, a 4, a 11, a 14, and a 4. Well, the good news on that is your DC is pretty low. The bad news is it's still 2 failures, but it is 3 successes. So, you guys are able to sneak up to a distance of roughly 30 feet from these creatures. So you guys can move up to about there. However you guys would like to be laid out. You basically, Eggman follows a set of tracks into a little bit of a meadow, kind of. The grass here it's pretty long pretty much everywhere. It's not like somebody comes out and cuts the grass, you know, for the entire, like, world. So it's just been, like, free to just grow however it will.
And
Usually...
it's really slick.
Yeah, right. Usually, the wildlife tends to eat a lot of it. This particular area that you get to, it looks like there hasn't been any wildlife here for a large amount of time. So any wildlife that is here either just recently came in here or, you know, maybe had been here before and then now is finally back after a long period of letting the grass grow. Who knows? But you guys are able to all sneak up on what appears to be 6 deer, kind of all grazing haphazardly on grass. You're about 30 feet away.
I'm gonna get a javelin out.
Okay.
And throw it at the closest one.
Okay, we have to roll initiative then. Okay. Go ahead and roll initiatives. You can roll again, Zanuck, and I'll edit it. Because for whatever reason, it didn't add it. There you go.
How do you have +5 initiative?
It's got 20 decks.
Monk.
I was gonna say 20 decks.
That'll do it. Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Deer.
Oh look, deer.
Quite literally. Oh, that's all public rolls. Whoops, sorry. I'll do that private from now on. Okay.
I see that one lame deer is going down first.
Ryla and Santa. Sorry, not Sanic. Ryla and Santa need to roll initiative. There we go.
Since I'm initiating with the javelin throw, does the turn order start after that, or
Normally, the way it works is initiative gets rolled when hostile intent is declared, whether it's the enemies or you, and then you go into what's declared either a
friendly
surprise
javelin
round.
throw, not hostile?
Yeah. Well, it's hostile to them. I'm just gonna hug them really hard. But no, we'll go with the initiative order as it is. So you start things off however you'd like. So go ahead and make your javelin throw. Okay. That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damages. Also, which deer were you attacking?
The closest one.
All right, that one. So you deal 9 points of piercing damage, and thump, the deer just slumps over, dead. Where is that one?
Bye.
This one? No, this one. Battle music. Not that it really matters too much. Anything else that you're doing on your turn?
I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
There.
All right. Xanic, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot the one I've targeted with my longbow.
Okay. That'll hit. Yeah, you're able to bring down that deer too. Anything else?
No.
Okay. That deer's dead. This deer's turn. How would a deer react? Cool. It is going to move 5, 10, 15, so 20. It's off map. It's going to run 30 feet, then dash for another 50. That's its turn. Next one is that one. He'll do the same. Next one is that one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. Goes 15 further and then dash, so 65 feet off map. Next one is Ryla, you're up.
I'll move up one and try to shoot the last deer with my bow.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll. A 10. As the deers were all spooked and this one deer appears to be turning to run, your arrow just manages to miss him slightly. Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be it.
All right, we go to Al.
Alrighty. I will move up about 15 feet. Reach under my cloak and whip out a hand crossbow.
Classy.
Thanks. 18?
An 18 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
8.
You're able to bring down the last attackable. Sorry for the loud noises. You're able to bring down the last attackable deer, as all the others have kind of ran well beyond range.
I mean, I could have gone after one of the other ones. I've got the range for it, but
True.
I really don't want to have to run down and chase it.
Fair.
So,
Anything else for your turn?
kind of wander back towards the rest of the people.
Okay. Next is the deer and it's dead. Santa, your turn. Would you like to do anything?
I believe all the deer are dead. Is that correct?
3 of them are dead, and 3 of them ran off and appear to be, from where you're standing, about 155 feet away and running.
Ugh. I'll leave him be for now.
Okay. Well, that ends combat. You guys took down 3 deer.
I'm going to walk up and reclaim my javelin and my deer pelt.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my arrow.
Okay. So are you
Yeah,
like skinning and dressing the deer right there on the field?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
How long is it gonna take? Cause I gotta get this job. I gotta get back to this job.
Depends on your survival check. Make a survival check and let's see how quickly you can dress a deer. Oh, for Eggman? Fucking easy. And you don't even take the easy way and decapitate it and then just do the fucking thing. You just slit its throat right down the belly, and then you're able to pull the whole skin right off, including the head still attached, like half an hour.
Classy.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I am impressive.
Are you going to put it on your head? Get the
That's
little-
silly.
Okay,
No.
just checking.
That's just a rumor.
Okay. Well, we've been gone an hour. We also want to dress theirs down a little bit.
Also, are you just leaving the meat there? You just came to skin a deer and then you're going to leave without...
Oh no, I'm taking the meat.
Oh, okay. So do you cut up the meat and leave the bones, or are you just taking the whole skinned deer with you, like carrying it back on your shoulders or something?
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys doing with the other 2 deer?
I'll see if I can get some meat from mine.
All right. Go ahead and make a survival
Well,
check.
While I'm recovering my bolt.
Okay. While recovering your bolt, you notice that you made a heart shot. You killed it instantly. But when you're pulling your bolt out, you must have nicked something, because all of a sudden there is like blood leaking from everywhere and getting in every other place, and some other fluids, like maybe you perforated part of the bowel. It's not good. And yeah, it's gonna require some cleaning.
I don't think that one's going to be very tasty.
I like how you have to be a vet to be a dungeon master.
You don't have to. It just helps.
Hmm.
Or have a vivid imagination. That works too.
Danik, you going to clean that one up while you're pulling your arrow out?
I don't know what to do. I'll just leave it there.
Okay. Then it's like, I came, I shot an arrow, we leave.
I don't think I could pull it along with me, so.
No, maybe not. It's up to you.
I'll skin it and take some of the meat and do
All
the
right.
whole thing.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Or maybe I won't. My computer is just being like absolutely insane.
So we've confirmed that Zanuck is a koala bear.
Oh wow, that was
All right. With a 6, it takes a little bit of time, and you don't get as much meat as you might hope for, but you're able to basically get the good bits off, and yeah, you guys start making your way back towards the mercenary company with your haul. As soon as you get to the front gates, they open it up, and they notice that you guys are carrying back a full-skinned deer, while also carrying the skin of said skinned deer. as well as like a sizable amount of meat. And did you bring the one with the arrow shot and the leaky fluids, Al?
I did not know. I was like, that one stinks a little bit. I'm just gonna leave that one there.
All right. So you guys just bring this, skinned deer and a large amount of deer meat back with you. And as you do, like the gates, the guards at the front of the gate kind of look down at you because they're standing on the parapets above. Like, hey, nice haul, rookies.
Yes,
Thank you.
always good haul.
Well, we were bored waiting for a job to start, so
Ah, that's the life. Before I was one of the guards here at the mercenary company, I was actually taking jobs myself. In my group, when we had some downtime, we didn't go hunting. We like to play a game where we just throw daggers at each other's heads as hard as we can, and whoever gets hit loses. I only lost twice.
an eye,
What?
nothing.
He like turns his head towards you. You can see like a chunk of his ear is missing.
Oh, an ear. Ah, I get it. I see.
I thought maybe you got an arrow to the leg.
No, that's ridiculous. Who would stop being a merc just because they got an arrow to the leg?
That is ridiculous.
There's some
would be
weak people
ridiculous.
in this world, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to bump that Skyrim meme. Thanks.
Now the knee, that's a whole nother story.
I heard about one guy. I'll tell you about it later when you get back from your job. He lets you in, obviously. You guys make your way in, and as you kind of get to the kind of main area, the open area in the middle of the encampment, Patrick runs up to you. Seems a little bit better, like maybe somebody splashed some water on him because, he doesn't look quite so disheveled as before. He still is very skittish, like every time a loud noise happens or a horse neighs or something, he kind of like looks over his shoulder and stuff. Very, very skittish. Just kind of runs up to you and says, is that it? Did you kill the monsters that attacked us?
No, silly little man.
Oh,
Was ready for a whole nother answer.
all right. Well, hey, we're ready whenever you're ready. Just give me the word, and we're on our way.
You want to buy a deer pelt?
No?
Sure you do. How much you want to buy it for? I'll give
No.
you a good deal.
How much are you selling it for?
10 gold pieces.
All right, deal. He just pulls out 10 gold pieces and drops it in your hand.
Cool. I'll hand him over the pelt.
Nice. He grabs it.
To be clear, did you
All right.
clean it or did you just rip it
He
off?
didn't
and
say
you
he cleaned it, so it's currently uncleaned. Right after Patrick takes it off of your hands and he is holding it, he feels the slick, bloody mess on the underside of the skins and pulls one hand out and it's covered in blood and goo, and he's just like, "Oh, I'll clean it and treat it. Don't worry, it's fine." And he takes it to one of his caravan carts and kind of brushes it underneath one of the benches on the inside where people can sit. Just kind of puts it off to the side.
Shit, easy way to make 10 gold.
Well, that worked, right?
I
There's
might
also
that pay back
two more
in no
skins
time.
out there, Think about it. You could have had 3, Eggman.
Whoa. That's just
Right?
greedy.
But I'm wearing one now.
Well, you're carrying a whole deer, aren't you?
Most of one, well, including the skin, the
Yeah.
pelt.
Oh, that's right, because Eggman has the skinned deer. What are you doing with that? Are you just gonna carry it around with you?
Oh yeah.
Inventory.
Carve,
One skinned deer.
Right. Carve chunks of meat off for dinner.
Whenever you're hungry, you just take a knife to it. Fair. Might have to salt it or it's gonna go bad, but yeah, that's an Eggman problem. I mean, he's got a hearty constitution though, so I mean, you could probably eat some rancid meat.
Constitution saving throws for the next 2 months.
Every time dinner comes around, Eggman's just like, I'm good.
Higher
good.
DCs.
DC starts at 8. Next night it's 10. The next night it's 12. Oh, God. Hey, this deer already came with fuzz on it. What the hell? Just mold.
Wait, I don't remember deer being green.
It's the
It's the new venison.
It's the green moss deer that you find in the south. Yeah. Anyway, so what do you guys do?
I say let's go.
We still need to wait a little bit, or is he ready to go?
He's ready.
He's
so
ready, isn't he?
Give him the word.
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right.
Finally, let's go.
He's says, "All right, let's do this," and he hops on one of the carts on the front, and just sicks the reins, and the whole caravan starts moving. And he's like, "By the way, I forgot to ask you," as he's kind of riding past you. "Are you guys on, or are you guys running ahead?"
I'm gonna jump on a wagon.
I'm gonna jump on as well.
I'll jump on one.
Athletics
Yeah.
checks if you're jumping on a moving wagon.
Yeah.
Jump on the last one.
All right. Oh, Al. Oh, Ryla. Oh, Santa. Okay, so Ryla, Santa, and Al, we'll get to you in a second. Zanuck and Eggman, you guys just run over and yeet right onto one of the caravans, and you're good. You find a spot to sit at or whatever. You just standing there, whatever. As you look back, you look around, you realize only the two of you made it. You look back, and there's Al, Santa, and Ryla all picking themselves up off the ground after trying to make the jump and either catching it and then letting go or slipping or whatever, as the dust trail is starting to pick up between the two of you and the distances gathering between the groups.
I decided I'd rather walk for a little bit. Yeah.
I'll
start-
walk.
Trotting along.
All right. Santa, are you also walking?
Yeah. Are there other choices?
I guess not.
I mean, you can try to jump up again, but
Yeah, or yell for the driver to stop or whatever. I'm just saying, if you don't get on, they're gonna leave and they'll be gone in a minute. It's
I'm
horses
yelling.
running
Hey
with a
there.
caravan.
Hey, stop.
I'm
The
pointing and
driver,
laughing and roaring.
the rest of my party, anybody? Hello? I
Hi.
have a pelt at least. I have money, people.
I'll unspool my rope and throw it out and hold the end.
All right. You guys pick up the rope?
I'll pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
Al?
I mean, how fast is this caravan moving?
I mean, they just started, so not super fast, but it's horses. Every cart has 2 horses attached to it, so it's 2 horsepower for what it's worth. But horses are significantly faster than people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but caravans usually don't move that fast.
No
Well,
horse
but
over
this
that,
guy's
man.
scared to fucksville. He doesn't give a shit if he kills the horses along the way.
Fair. All right, I'll grab on the rope and use that to swing up onto the cart,
All right.
wagon. What are they?
Go ahead and make athletics checks, the 3 of you, with advantage. Oh, wow. What are we gonna do with you?
Roll again, Sona.
Oh, wow. So, Ryla, using the rope, you're able to kind of like run and like grab and, pull and use leverage to kind of climb up into the thing. The rope is just dangling now at this point, and like Santa and Al are just like running behind while holding onto the rope and kind of getting drug, kind of trying to, keep up or whatever as the horses just keep going. Still, nobody has said anything.
Can I
tell the driver to
'Cause
stop.
I'm feeling angry.
Can you what?
Rage.
Sure. I mean, not really a point to it, but you can if you want to burn a rage for the day.
Doesn't rage and give like a +1 strength modifier or something?
And I
This
have
gives you
wild
advantage.
Okay.
magic, right? When maybe I could
Theoretically.
teleport.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to. Sure. Give me one shot.
Yes, please.
All right. Let's see what happens. You have to roll on your wild magic table. Roll a d8.
/roll space 1d8.
You don't even need to type the 1 if you don't want to.
True.
Let's see, what's
Okay,
that?
so
Oh my
as
God.
you guys, as Ryla is able to climb up onto the back of the cart, and you guys look back, and there's Al and Santa just running behind, trying to catch up. You see Santa just starting getting really fucking angry, and all of a sudden, flowers and vines just start growing from around her.
I turn around and yell at the driver to slow down so they can hop on.
All
Can
right.
I start pulling them with? Are they did they catch the rope? Can I start pulling
They
them up?
both got him. Yeah.
We're on the rope, yeah.
So can I
So-
start pulling them?
You just start pulling the rope in, as at the same time that Ryla's like, "Hey, driver, slow down a bit," and the driver like immediately reins in the horses, and yeah, with you, I mean, pulling, you notice that immediately the rope goes slack as Santa and Al are still running after it, and now the horses are going significantly slower. And
Oh,
I really
they're
question.
believe in this
catch up.
party.
What's up?
Question. Would Santa consider the horses her enemies right now?
No.
That's too bad, because that would have cut their speed in half instantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too late now. So yeah, as soon as that all sequence happens, you're able to rein them in pretty quickly. They climb up onto the cart, and you all notice like the vines and flowers and stuff still haven't disappeared. They're just still growing around her, and it's making the place pretty, but
You want
You
to
also-
turn that off?
figure it's going to be a little bit hard to move in this.
You want to turn that off?
Feels like home.
I'm gonna start ripping up vines and throwing them out the back.
As soon as you do, you rip off a chunk of vine and throw it. You look back, and that vine that you ripped off is immediately regrown.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling out my sword and just whacking away the vines.
Sure. Yep. You start doing that, and as soon as you cut, they'd immediately grow right back because wild magic.
I've got a task ahead of me.
Can we knock her
Whacking
out
off.
and that might not stop it?
Come at me.
If this caravan's a rockin', the party is killing each other.
Whatever it takes.
I'm gonna hang out in the vines and flowers.
Right. Carefully dodging Eggman's sword slashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Had to be safe for narrative purposes, otherwise he would have just like possibly cut you in half or something, who knows. Cool. So over the next 15 minutes, while Santa's just uncontrollably upset. Eventually, she calms down, and because that's how long rage lasts, and the vines and flowers just disappear as Agman. You're starting to get tired. Like, just swinging your sword for 15 minutes straight, that's tiring. And you're like, oh, as they just disappear and melt away into nothingness. You've vanquished the flowers and vines.
I feel accomplished.
Yeah, as you
Aw.
should.
Thanks for saving us.
And Zanuck is sad. So, you're traveling along your ways. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you're traveling? Feel free to do any roleplay or whatever. That's what this game is about. Otherwise, we can skip right to an event if there is one.
I'd like to take a couple minutes. Kind of chat with the party.
Ugh.
I know, talk.
I'm gonna go about cutting chunks off the meat back that I'm holding.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Apparently, I'm still. That's what's been dragging me down. That's why I couldn't get on the caravan.
Right.
I mean, you're trying to jump with a big deer strapped across your... That makes sense.
Very
It
difficult.
was easy for me. It just, just looked right up there.
I was stumbling over my shield, so
I got right up.
I'm not used to carrying one of these. Anyway, so just start in order. Ryla, why did you want to become a mercenary?
I just needed to get away from my home life.
Like a sore subject, or...
I mean, if you guys are down for some sad times, then yeah.
Maybe some other time. I'm trying to stay pretty upbeat today. How about you, Santa? Why'd you want to become a mercenary?
Well, unfortunately, it's just a bundle of woes, and I think I'm also gonna bring you down with my story. I accidentally set something on fire, a smaller building. You know how it is, and then people get angry and people die. It wasn't good, and I just thought you need a new scene.
Tired of the fingers pointed at you.
Yeah, and I lost someone close to me, unfortunately, and sometimes you just gotta get away from the memories.
Agman?
Bored.
Fair. Zanuck? How about you?
Well, I don't really want to be one, but I just want to go home. But home is in the Feywild, and I don't know where that is.
So how did you get here?
Well, I was going to get some water, and there was a portal, and then I was here.
Was this the plot of Sliders?
That's a deep
You don't
cut.
have to jump through every portal you see.
Well, I know. It happened, though. And here I am.
All right, fair enough. Well,
What about you?
I had a little divine intervention, and I was told to kind of come learn how to fight and be more suitable for direction in the future.
That sounds important.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow at the moment.
Who do you worship?
As the
Checking to
character
make
has to
sure.
look up his notes.
I think I remember. I just wanted to verify.
Right. Yeah, don't say the wrong god. It could get really awkward in here.
Earthid.
Me too. Everyone likes her in the Feywild. Well, most people.
Very nice. I guess.
The, I guess, conversation dwindles to the soft clop clop of the hooves and the grinding of the wheels on the road as the axles twist away as your caravan continues south. Anything else before I roll the midday encounter, if there is one? And by I mean you guys do it. All right. If there's nothing else, whoever wants to roll a d20, give her. Let's see what you get.
Oh,
Oh, a 1. Okay.
Nice to get rid of those ones now.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Okay. Roll a d100.
where are the ropes beneath you?
Okay. Okay. So, as you're traveling down the road, eventually the caravan comes to a steady slowing pace, and then after a minute or two, it eventually just stops, and the caravan driver on the cart that you're on kind of like taps on the little flap there and says, "Hey, I think this is where you guys have to do your job if you want to get out and like meet up with Patrick up at the front."
I'll get out and go meet him.
About time.
All right.
I'll
You guys-
follow.
You guys all get
I'll
out
help
and make
head
your
out.
way up to the front of the caravan where you see Patrick. He's very carefully getting off of his wagon and making his way ever so gingerly towards what appears to be a large boulder across the road. As if the boulder might bite or something, this guy is skittish. And upon seeing you guys coming, goes, "Ah, yes, right, we paid for Mercs. The boulder, it's in the middle of the road. Kill it, or remove it, or, you know, what do I pay you for? Do your thing."
Ugh.
Did it look at you threateningly?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering if we have to kill it or if we can just talk to it, or which your preference is here.
I mean, I rolled up and that's what I saw, okay? It could be anything. You never know.
I'm gonna go try to push the boulder.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. As you get up to the boulder, you notice it's about 16, 17 feet tall and probably just as wide. Very, very large boulder. Fucking hell. Somehow you are able to plant your feet just right and you're able to actually start to get it moving, but you actually can't make it do a full roll, but you definitely feel it giving. Just not quite enough strength on your own to get it done.
Can I come help?
Sure.
I'll come help.
All right.
I'll, as they're kind of all getting together and helping each other, I'll just kind of put my hand on the back of Agman's shoulder and be like, "I believe in you, man."
I know.
You can do it.
I presume
know.
you're giving him guidance.
I am giving him guidance.
All right. Agman, go ahead and roll a d4. Santa and Riley, you can also roll strength checks. Oh, jeez, you guys. Oh, geez, Rick. I don't know what to tell you. These rolls are pretty bad. Okay, so it's 9, 15, 30 in total, which surprisingly is exactly the DC. So with the three of you pushing and the Eggman, it's strange, but that little man, it must have been something he said to you. He just gave you the extra oomph, and with the help of the two ladies with you, you're able to just grab the boulder and just roll it off of the side of the road. It goes down the little bit of a 2-foot little gully there in the ditch and thuds to a halt abruptly. But the road is clear. The way has been cleared.
Let's continue. Get this farce over with.
So, just out of curiosity, can I kind of look around and see if I can figure out why this boulder is suddenly here in the middle of this road?
You can. Go ahead and make a perception check. I have to make a roll. 1 sec. That was for this one, which is a... Alright. Okay. C plus 2. Okay, you look around and you don't notice anything. Strange. But let me populate the battlefield. I mean, the rock field.
Ooh.
Good catch.
Right?
Totally not suspicious at all.
Alright, so immediately after the boulder, or the boulder comes to a halt in the ditch, you glance around and you don't notice anything. But then all of a sudden you hear what sounds to be like what I can best describe as, you know those people that have like little dogs and they always yap and they yip? It's not like a full-on bark, but it's like a yip, like something like that. You just hear a bunch of those really quietly as around you guys.
Yip, 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 yip.
You hear a bunch of that as I have to... You guys were there. You were there. You were back. You had just slapped him on the back. You're there. All right.
I was gonna say I would clearly be behind Eggman right now.
This one would have went there. This one was at the back.
I respond better to ass slaps next time.
I'll keep that in mind.
As you guys notice, out of the ditch, crawling out of, underneath the muck and stuff, you see 6 gnolls climb up out of the ditch, all yipping at you, and roll initiative.
To be fair, that would be easier for me to get to anyway. Your shoulder was kind of far up there.
Mhm.
So.
And unfortunately, because you're 10 perception and they're 21 stealth, they're gonna get the jump on you. Okay, 30 foot wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waiting on Santa.
For what?
Your initiative.
It was a 6.
Okay. Updated.
Because literally every roll I've done was a 6 or 7, so we can just...
That's rough.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. So, now that you know what you're facing, we're going to take our break now, and then we will come back in roughly 5 to 10 minutes stream, and we'll see how this combat goes. See you in a few.
Let's do the
Well, let's
insight
do
check
it.
before you made your request.
Yeah, right. See, if I was smart, I would have asked for a significantly higher number and had them, you know, they would have given me a lower number, but probably higher than what I asked for, but doesn't matter. So, welcome back, stream. We're playing. With combat coming to a start, Ryla, your passive perception did not beat the check, I don't think. Anybody's passive perception higher than 21? Nope. Okay, so you're all surprised. Ryla is surprised. First one up is going to be the Knoll. 30 feet of movement. It'll move up right up next to Zanuck, and it's going to try and... I can't look at that character sheet. It's going to bug the ever-living piss out of me.
Tell us how you really feel.
I
Cheers.
just did? I'm confused. Alright, it is going to... Yeah, this one will use a spear. So, as he kind of climbs up out of the ditch, he pulls his spear out with him, and he's going to attempt to stab you with his spear. That's going to miss. Don't even need to know your AC. Next one is one of the gnolls at the front. Oh, I didn't roll the advantage for him, sorry. You're surprised. Okay, a 10 still misses. This one will get up here, and with a spear, try to hit Santa. And that will miss. Next is the Gnoll Pack Lord.
Advantage.
I did. This one will get up here and attempt to... Which one does he use? He uses a glaive, doesn't he? Nope. 2 attacks.
I just say
With
that
a
I'm a little
glaive.
disappointed that one of them didn't get squished by the rock.
Yeah, that would have been funny. But no.
How do you know one didn't?
This one will make...
Fair.
Yeah, maybe there was more. This one will run up to Santa and try and slash you with a glaive. That is going to hit for 7 points of slashing damage to you. The second attack will be towards Eggman. What's your AC?
17.
That will also hit, dealing 7 points of slashing damage to you. And it will also incite Rampage on the gnoll across from it that just attacked Santa. So, incite Rampage. One creature the gnoll can see within 30 feet can use its reaction to make a melee attack if it can hear the gnoll and has a Rampage trait, which a gnoll does. So, the one that just missed you, Santa, is going to attack you again. What's your AC?
$14.
14? Okay, that will hit. For 6 points of piercing damage as you get stabbed in the back with a spear. Next one is this gnoll out of the ditch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll run over here to the human, and he's going to try and stab the human with a spear.
I don't know who you're looking at, but there's no humans here.
Your portrait looks like a human. Oh,
There's
that's
ears.
elf ears. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, he's attacking Al. What's your AC, please?
18.
Okay, that's going to hit, unless you're doing anything.
Can't do anything, I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Surprise. Fuck. 5 points of piercing. Zanuck, you're surprised. This gnoll... that's the wrong way. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll run up to Ryla. Spear attack. Your AC, please?
15.
15, so that'll hit. For 7 points of piercing damage. Eggman is surprised, Al is surprised, Santa is surprised, Noel climbs out of the ditch, will also go for Zanuck. And that's going to hit. Dealing 7 points of piercing to you. We go to Ryla at the beginning of the initiative order. Your turn. What would you like to do? As these gnolls have ambushed you on the road.
I will shoot the one that's right next to me.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Also, as a
What's up?
Never mind.
So a 13 will miss. So as you go to shoot, the gnoll like just smacks the bow with his shield, and the arrow flies off wide. Anything else for your turn? Bonus action?
No.
Alright. Okay, the first gnoll that attacked Zanuck is now going to attack Zanuck again. What's your AC on Zanuck?
18.
Fucking hell. I knew it was high, but fuck. Alright, so that one tries to stab you, but you're nimbly as fuck. Dodge. You just don't even get hit. Santa, the one next to you, is going to attack you with a spear. Wait, he doesn't have flanking? No, he does not have flanking, so he does not have advantage. Straight roll. 10 misses. Null Pack Lord. Glaive attack, 1 against Santa. Fuck. Natural 1. Okay, not that severe. So, he goes to slash you, and the glaive sticks into the ground, and he has to use the other part of his attack action to draw his weapon out of the ground, but that's going to use his second attack in order to do that, so he only gets 1 attack this turn. Let's see if he gets his rampage back. He does not. So that's it for the Null Pack Lord. This Gnoll is going to attack Al with a spear. That's going to miss. Zanuck, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna take my sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Swing at that one.
Sure. Yeah, that's going to hit. Fuck. 9, right? Is it one-handed or
Yeah.
two-handed? You didn't specify.
One hand.
Alright. Future reference, if any of you are using weapons that can use one hand or two hand before you roll the damage roll, make sure you note which one it is. But all good. So you slash that one. It seems to do some damage as you slash it right across the chest, and it lets out a little bit of a barky yelp.
Okay, I'll bonus action unarmed strike.
Alright. That'll also hit. Fucking monks, man. So you punch it right in its face right after its little barky yelp, and it kind of like cuts it off as it's like, and it is instantly starts foaming blood out of its mouth. It does not look healthy.
Okay.
That it for your turn?
That's it.
All right. Next is, which gnoll is that? Okay, the one next to Ryla is going to attack her with the spear. That's going to hit, dealing 7 points of piercing damage. Eggman.
Oh, you know I'm raging.
Fuck yeah, you are. Go ahead and roll your wild magic. A 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution. Alright, that's pretty dope.
That's legit.
So keep that in mind and whenever anything hits you.
I'm gonna run past these two
Yep.
Come on, hit me. Hit me. You know you want to.
and then come up behind this one.
As you leave its range, the gnoll right below you is going to attack you as a reaction. It's going to hit, dealing 4 points of piercing, so that's reduced to 2, and roll d6 damage that it takes. Damn. So, yeah, this one right here, as you, like, run over to behind the Pack Lord, it just stabs you, and all of a sudden it just gets slapped across the face with magical energy, and it looks confused. Continue your turn.
Does it look like a tentacle just kind of reached out of you and...
Well, you don't actually see the tentacle. You just see that it appears to have been slapped by something.
Aw, I wanted to see a tentacle.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna slash at the one that attacked the first one, the big one.
Yep, the big one, yep. Okay, as you attack with your longsword, he kind of is able to block it with his glaive.
Advantage. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, you have advantage because you're flanking. So go ahead and roll twice.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so it's a good thing that we went with the 14. So yeah, he's able to block it with his glaive.
Alright, that's it for my turn.
All right, we go to Al.
Harder decisions when there's this many people.
Mm-hmm. And when they're so spread out. Don't you wish you could
Yeah,
just
well.
fireball at your feet?
Sure, that would be fun. Kill us all at one time.
Well, if you're evocation wizard,
I
it'd be
can
fine.
take it.
Or if you're
I can
Eggman.
take it.
Yeah. Eggman, no fear fire, only fear books.
I might hate books.
Feed fire with books. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Alright. I don't really have any... Alright.
Did I send you the picture that Derek sent me of his old notes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So he found them.
Yeah, I noticed.
Circle around to this side and just give him a smack with my quarterstaff.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your attack.
One-handed. I need to
Okay.
change that.
So an 18... Wait, no, you don't have advantage because you're not flanking.
Don't have advantage.
Yeah, so 15, it's able to batter your quarterstaff out of the way with its shield.
Okay.
For what it's worth, whenever a creature is blocking, that's my RP way of telling you you're almost there on the AC. If you just straight up miss, you weren't even close.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything. Yes, I do. I will go ahead and Hexblade curse this thing in front of me
All right.
as a bonus action. I should have done before I smacked him.
Has
but
done
anyway.
warlocky things. Which
Mhm.
condition do I give it? I'll give it the nuclear.
Cool.
Cool. That is Hexblade's
And
cursed.
that's my turn.
All right, we go to Santa.
Yeah, this whole situation's making me feel a rage coming on.
All right. You burn your second rage of the day, roll a d8. Let's see which wild magic effect you get. Two. You teleport 30 feet to an up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. But, yeah, you can just teleport wherever you'd like, as long as it's within 30 feet.
Can she choose to stay in the same spot? Just kind
If
of
she wants
flicker a
to.
second?
Hold on. Nope. When it first happens, she has to teleport, because it just says you teleport. It doesn't say you can teleport.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
How far is all this stuff away from me? Like, I thought
Every
that's-
square is 5 feet.
It's 5 feet.
Although it does say up to 30 feet, so you can technically choose to teleport 0 feet.
Theoretically, you could teleport this space behind you and then step forward, and you'd be totally fine.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
And now we're all armchair quantum mechanic.
That's true. Yes.
Well, you see, with Pythagoras' theorem and the theory of relativity and Schrodinger's cat.
Well, actually, I was going to go with Heisenberg principles, but you know.
Okay,
I
Brian, we get it. You're fucking smart, all right?
Oh,
Fuck.
Lord. I guess I should keep beating up this thing, even though it's eating my face right now. So yeah, I guess I'll teleport back a step and then step forward.
All right.
And now I'm gonna roll something.
So everybody saw you teleport, though. I'm just putting that out there. Roleplay-wise,
Whoa.
that's important.
Yes, because there will be questions later.
Yeah, like, how did that fucking barbarian just teleport? How often can you do that? Anyway, that was just your damage. You need to make your attack roll.
The one to the left. Should be like a +5 or something.
Probably. Yeah, that one will do it. Okay, and you hit. So, I'm going to ignore your previous roll for damage. Go ahead and re-roll your damage. Or just click the roll damages button that showed up in the chat. Alright. You and your swords? You didn't specify one hand or two hand. I'm going to go with one hand. Again,
Well,
for future reference, make sure you please mention it.
Also, don't forget rage damage.
Yeah. So, you slash at the knoll, and it takes some damage. As you kind of slash it right down its back, it lets out a little barky yelp. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, you have movement left. That's why I always have to ask unless there's nothing left with your turn. So.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Next one up is the knoll next to Zanuck. It's going to make a spear attack against Zanuck. That's going to hit. It deals 8 points of piercing damage to you, and that's the end of its turn.
My AC is up to 20.
Okay, it was
I don't
20.
know if it matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
It rolled a 20. Well, actually, it rolled lower than that, but it's got +4, so it rolled a 16, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, a 16 and a 2. Oof, good thing I had advantage from flanking. Ryla, you're up. Show me what
I'm
you
gonna
got.
go.
I like what you got.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon my Drake.
Okay. I have to look at
What?
what that fucking...
Now I know what you
Yeah.
are.
I got my Drake.
Like the rapper?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So an unarmed African-American
James
man
Drake.
wearing a big poofy jacket. No, I'm kidding. Ranger Drake Warden.
Oh, but the ley line bling.
Did you ever choose its source?
Acid.
No, the origin or whatever.
That look says no.
Okay,
It's
we'll talk later.
mysterious.
Drake companion, bounty, blah blah blah. Okay. Drake. Companion. Okay, apparently I don't have that sheet here, so I'm gonna have to get a different one. For now, we'll use this as the token. But its stats are right there. Alright, so as your action, you summon the Drake, and it appears.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to attack the knoll thingy next to me.
With your bonus action, you're gonna what?
I'm going to command the Drake to attack the knoll thingy.
Gotcha, okay. Never had a Drake Warden in a game, hold on. Unless you take a bonus action in your turn to command it. Okay, cool. So, let's see if it hits. 1d20 plus... What's your proficiency? Is it 2?
Yes.
And it has advantage. So, because flanking. Okay, yeah. It will hit. Dealing 7 points of damage. Yeah, so you just summon this Drake right behind it, and it immediately bites it. And yeah. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. The bloodied knoll next to Zanuck is super upsetty spaghetti and is going to... Interesting. Try and attack you. It misses because it didn't roll a 20. Next is the knoll up here next to Xana. It's going to move into flanking and then attack with a spear. Your AC again, sorry?
14.
Alright, that will hit. It does 5 points of piercing, which gets reduced to 2 because you're raging. The Knoll Pack Lord will take a second to see if he gets his special ability back. Rolls a 4, so it doesn't. Glaive attack against Eggman. Right? Glaive attack against Eggman. What's your AC?
17.
Okay, yeah, it misses. And then its second attack will be against Santa. That one will hit. Dealing 5 points of slashing, which gets reduced to 2. So you take 2 points of damage. I need to check the wording on that barbarian thing. It's whenever it hits, not whenever it attacks. Okay, so it doesn't get smacked with magic. Next is the nuclear knoll. Try a spear attack against Al. That's going to hit. Dealing 4 points of piercing. Zanuck.
What was the actual number I shielded?
21.
Damn, it
21.
misses.
It misses? Alright, you don't take any damage as the spear seems to deflect off of something inches away from your skin. Zanuck, you're up.
Sword attack, one hand against the target.
Sure. That hits. Doing all the damage. You ram it through its barking face, and it dies. It just
Okay,
crumbles.
unarmed strike against the other one.
Alright, so you turn around and backhand the knoll, just hitting its AC. So you deal 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack it right in the face. Just backhand.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, next is the knoll next to Ryla. It's going to check its attributes to see how smart it is. It's not that smart. It's going to turn around and try and stab the Drake. It misses. That's its turn. Eggman.
I'm going to take a swipe one-handed with my longsword on the knoll.
Okay. 19 will hit for 13 plus 2 for rage. Damn. Give it a good
And,
slash.
Gonna run around behind this one.
Okay. As you leave the Gnoll Pack Lord's range, it's gonna swipe at you with its glaive. It misses. That it for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Didn't
You're,
suffer some backlash.
No, because it didn't hit. It missed you.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
That one me, Eggman. I was about to do a thunder wave, and you're now right in the path.
Bring it on.
No, I'm not going to go after a
Fireman
party
can
member
take
yet.
it.
You just said he can take it. Are you a bitch?
Well,
You're
I
a
mean,
bitch.
he wouldn't
Not
know
Eggman.
that I'm. Well, I guess I could have just said it out loud.
You
All
got
right,
6
you're going to use
seconds
your
for
reaction to action. You're actually going to say you can take it? All right.
So you cast Thunder Wave. So that's Dex saves, right?
I think Thunderwave's con.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think it is
I
con.
can take it either way.
Yep. Con DC 15. Let's see.
Ooh.
So the first one fails. Second one succeeds. And
Which
the
one was first
damage-
and which one was second?
First one was the closest one to you.
Okay.
So the first one takes 10 points of damage. I should have checked damage types that it's immune to. None. Okay. And the second one is half.
Yes.
So 5. Eggman fails, so he takes 10 points of lightning damage. Or thunder damage.
Fine, I can take it.
And they both get thrown 10 feet back.
Oh,
And
okay.
knocked prone.
So Eggman's there and prone. This Gnoll is there and prone.
Just taking a break.
Eggman's getting his workout today. She's like, I could take it. Gets knocked back. Fuck.
Oh, I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance as a reaction. Reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3.
All right.
Because that seems like that'll hurt me more than anything else.
You take no damage.
What the hell is Stone's Endurance?
Goliath treat.
Goliath shenanigans?
It's Goliath, yeah.
Literally never played a Goliath. That's amazing.
It's a pretty cool one.
That's legit. Is that it for your turn now?
I'm just gonna be kind of like, yeah, good job, you took it well.
Oh, I took it.
Is he laying on the ground? Oh,
That's fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, that's my turn.
twin it. He's just said it. All right, Santa, you're up. There is now 3 gnolls around you.
Yeah, I see that.
You can teleport.
You can teleport.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave this area now.
Okay, where do you teleport?
Maybe by this lovely dragon here.
Sure. Go ahead and move yourself to wherever you teleport to. All right. So everybody sees as Santa just teleports from 3 gnolls to the other side of a 4th.
Do I see that while I'm laying on the ground?
Yeah, sure. You're probably just
Whoa.
laying there on your belly and you look and be like, poof, poof. Okay, so that was your bonus action. You've still got an action and then movement. If you
Yeah,
like.
I'm gonna attack this bloodied situation
gnoll,
that
yep.
this Drake's attacking. Yeah,
Sure. One-hand or two-hander before you roll your damage. That does hit.
one hand. Yeah.
All right. Roll your damage. Interesting. Okay. 12. So you're able to stab it right through the back and it goes down. Or I guess through the side because it was looking at the dragon. Drake. Whatever.
As are we all.
Mm-hmm. Any movement on your turn?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stand behind this Drake and hide behind there.
All right.
Nobody
Alrighty.
sees me here.
We go to the knoll next to Zanuck. It's going to attack you with a spear. That's going to hit. And even on a critical, it only does 6 points of damage, piercing. And that's it for its turn.
How Jay's
Ryla.
disappointed that he's not killing us.
No. I'm not disappointed I'm not killing you. I'm disappointed that my dice rolls are such shit that 2d6 plus 2 comes out to 6. Like, the average on that is not 6.
Thank you for that math lesson.
8. Right?
Now you got to be a calculus master to be DM.
Or just to play D&D in general. This game's a lot of math. Ryla, your turn. You have a Drake.
I'm going to take my bow and shoot the knoll thingy next to Zanuck.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. With a 9, you fire the arrow well wide, distracted by the yelping gnolls around you and the teleporting barbarian. It's hard to get a read on the situation. Arrow just sails way wide.
And I'm going to use my bonus action on my Drake to attack
Okay.
the one next to Zanuck.
Alright. Just double check one thing. Huh, okay. So it'll walk over there and it's going to attack as per your command. It misses.
And that'll be it.
Alright. That gnoll is dead. Next gnoll is that one. We'll step up to Ryla and try and spear you. That will miss. Gnoll Pack Lord's turn. Steps up to Ryla. Will glaive attack. What's your AC?
15.
Alright, the first attack will miss. The second one will hit, dealing 5 points of slashing damage. And now we will roll to see if he gets his insight back. He does not. The nuclear gnoll will use half his movement to stand up, walk 5 feet over to Eggman, and try and spear you. Your AC was 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's going to hit you. Dealing 8 points of piercing, reduced to 4, and roll your d6. Oh, man. So, I mean, he seems totally fine, walks up to you, stabs you, and then just gets slapped in the face with magic, and you just see blood just starts pouring out of its face. As it starts to pathetically yelp at you. Zanuck, your turn.
Oh. Move down there.
Alright.
Attack with my sword.
Cool. The 11 will miss.
Okay, bonus action unarmed.
Oh, wait, hold on. You have flanking, so 17, that will hit. Barely. The gnoll goes to lift its shield, but, like, you're just able to turn sideways and just slash it across the chest. dealing 9 points of damage. That cut on the chest, immediately blood starts pouring out of it.
And
Weird.
then
Yeah, right? And then you punch it in its face, dealing 9 more points of damage. Do you ever roll anything but a 4 on your unarmed damage? Jesus Christ.
no.
Well, stop it. You punched the gnoll in its face and it died.
Yay.
I'm just trying to imagine what a gnoll's skull looks like crumpling.
Whatever you come up with in your mind, let me know, because that is what that looks like. Any movement for the rest of your turn?
Yeah, I'll go back over there.
Alright. That gnoll is dead. Eggman, you are prone, and there is a gnoll that just got slapped with magic above you.
I'm gonna hop up.
Yep.
See, that's half my movement.
Yep.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. As you leave its range, the gnoll will try and spear you. It will hit, dealing 3 points of piercing. I reduced it for you automatically. It was a 6.
Automatically.
Yes. Roll your d6.
Oh, that's not.
It's not a smart creature, and it's now
It's a
no
dead
longer
creature.
a live creature. But it's like, kill that thing, stab, slack, smack. And it, you guys see, after it stabs Eggman, the side of its head just caves in, as if smacked by an unseen force. Eggman, continue your turn.
I can slash one-handed at the gnoll, big boy.
Yeah, do it. 15 will just hit. You found its AC.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll your damage. So it's 11. God dang. You slash it. The bleeding intensifies. The bleeding intensifies. The gnolls all just mount each other. What? Yeah. The blood. It's everywhere.
Wow.
Oh man, that could apply in both situations. Not what I meant.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Oh man.
Did you have to? Alright, that's my turn.
It was funny, and then it got real dark. Al, your turn. As the only untouched member of the party.
Well, strangely enough, when that gnoll over there died, I suddenly looked healthier.
Oh, that's right. You did get hit earlier.
Yep.
And that's right. It was nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wait, in a couple of levels, are you going to be able to raise it as a specter?
If I go down that far.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, continue.
I haven't decided exactly which route I'm going yet, but
That would be cool, though.
that would be cool. That thing that you never got to do.
I know. Always sad. I played many a warlock's, never been able to raise a dead humanoid as a specter, because by the time I'm like a level 7 warlock, we're no longer fighting humanoids. Or we're in a campaign where if I bring an undead to life, all of a sudden everybody hates me.
Yeah. I mean,
Weird.
raising undead things.
Right?
Who knew?
You do one black magic, and all of a sudden everybody hates you.
So judgmental.
Right?
So you used to allow flanking for ranged weapons. Do you still?
Yep, as long as the arrow goes through them. Sorry, that came out weirdly. As long as if you draw a ruler from your character, for example, and you're attacking this gnoll, and you drag it through to Eggman, as long as it crosses the two opposite sides. So you can go corner to corner or directly across. Like that. But this way, it would enter the bottom square of that token and it exits the right. That's not flanking.
If it enters the bottom and exits through the side, it's
Not flanking.
phrasing.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you wanted flanking, you'd have to take one step to the left.
Yeah.
And they say flanking rules is optional in the DMG, and I'm like, no, fuck that. It should be in every game. It makes the game way better.
Agreed.
It adds
lot
a
more
level
tactical.
of strategery.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right. You shoot an arrow into the back of its head, and it just sticks there with an arrow pointing out at its mouth. It lets out a whimper, and it's like, ah, ah, ah. It's barely still alive. Wait, that's the wrong one. Never mind. You shot that one. You shoot this
Yes.
one in the back, and immediately it starts bleeding all over the place, and does not seem to be having a good time. But it's not nearly as weak as the other one was.
Mm-hmm.
Still weak.
Who looks worse? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. And as a bonus action,
I think he's about to heal one of you.
I am.
Oh shit! Your party's
Oh
got
no,
a healer.
Zanuck, he seems fine.
Well, see, my thought is he's not in the middle of people, even though he looks worse.
I know, and he would be dodging anyway.
Yeah,
Merely a flesh wound.
Right?
and
Santa
Ryla
seems
seems to
shrug
be.
off damage. Ryla's like,
Yeah, Ryla
help!
seems
Get
to
me
be
the
trying
fuck outta
to
here!
trying to shoot a bow in people's faces, which doesn't usually work too well. So, yeah, I'll heal Ryla. Because Beyond is stupid about how it handles Divine Souls, I don't actually have this spell in my list right now.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Burn the spell
D4.
slot and roll the dice manually.
8 healing.
Ryla heals 8.
Q. And that is my turn.
All right, Santa, you're up.
I'm just gonna teleport over here.
Okay.
I could step over, but screw that.
Yeah, no. I'm
Why would you
absolutely
walk when you can
teleporting
teleport?
over.
Right?
Right? If I could teleport, do you think I would have stepped or would have gotten 16,000 steps today? Fuck no. I'd have 3. Because you got to get out of
Try.
bed. That's probably 1 step. And now
Stab
once you're
this in the
upright,
face.
stab that motherfucker in the face.
I mean, to get out of bed, you'd have to use 15 feet of movement, so...
Right. Yeah, that stab works, and you stab him right through the back of the head. The sword comes out the mouth as it yelps a little bit. The same thing I said before, but this time it's actually dead.
You are dead.
You've killed the Knoll Lord. Now what? Pack Lord, sorry, I should say.
Now we get some shoes.
I'll just stay here.
All right. That Knoll is dead. Ryla, your turn.
Get it, girl.
Get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack it with my hand axe.
All right. So you drop your bow and draw your hand axe and come at it with a slash. What do you got? A 12 will unfortunately miss. Yeah. Not even close. You just whiff it right there.
I feel real good.
Then I'll use my bonus action and have my Drake attack it.
All right. 10, 15. Yeah, you'll just go there. Roll 1d20 plus 5. It will miss.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That Knoll is dead. This Knoll's turn. This is going to try and attack you back. That's going to hit. Dealing 6 points of piercing damage. Knoll Packlord is dead. That Knoll is dead. Zanuck, your turn.
Move over there and try to shoot it with my bow.
Sure. Do it up. Let me check the flank on that. Nope. So a 13 will miss, as the
Okay.
arrow fires slightly wide.
That's it.
All right, Eggman, you're up.
I'm gonna slash one-handed with my longsword.
Do
Wait,
it.
am I close enough? Yeah.
Yep. That will miss. It's covered in blood. It's understandable. You know, it's slick.
I'm gonna run away.
As soon as you leave its range, it's going to try and slash at you with its spear, because this one did not learn from the others, but it missed.
Ah. I'm just gonna yell at it. Profanities.
All right. Ow. You're up.
I'm assuming that's a miss.
Hand crossbow, yeah, that's a miss. Because no flanking.
That's my turn.
All right. Santa, you're up.
Oh, bonus action. I'm going to convert my sorcery points into another spell slot.
Sure.
Sorry, I was like, where is that Patrick fellow at this point? He's just standing back watching us just get stabbed and blood flying everywhere. He's like, oh, this is what I paid for.
That is exactly what he paid for, yep.
I figured he was hiding under something in the back of the wagon.
I
Personally.
guess you'll find out if you live.
Oh, I'm gonna live. And yes, I will teleport over there.
Sure. And then...
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So next up is Ryla.
Oh, just kidding. No. The longsword. The longsword.
No, I know.
Just give it the long
I heard
stare.
it. I was going along with the joke. Roll your damage. That hit.
Is it one or two hand?
She already said one hand. Total of 8, which is exactly the amount of hit points it needed. Explain to the group how you killed the last enemy.
I teleported over other random dead bodies flying through the air and slashed down and ripped its head open like you do.
As you do.
Like you do.
That is how most of these guys have died, so might as well.
Yeah.
You're
So with
really
that,
not fond of knoll heads.
combat is over.
Woo.
Good job, guys.
I'm gonna start. Do gnolls wear clothes?
Yep. They wear
I'm
armor.
gonna start looking through their pockets.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Ah, fuck. Okay. Hold on. I gotta pull up a table.
Yes. Always making Jay work.
Literally, there's
Now, are
only
you
two
going
things you
through-
could have rolled to get this table, and sure enough, you rolled one of them.
What can I say except you're welcome?
It's literally a 10% chance. I don't know why I didn't have this ready ahead of time. Alright, loot tables. This is the clear. Loot tables. Good. Okay. So, a couple of different things that you find on here. So, firstly, you find 5 kind of basic but not great conditioned spears. 5 decent but not great condition longbows. 5 sets of hide armor and shields. And 1 chain shirt and a decently well-maintained glaive. And another decently well-maintained longbow. And then I need a couple rolls from you first. Hold on. I need 2d12. Okay, you found 11 gold. 2d10.
Oh dear.
No, that was last combat.
16 silver. And 2d20s will be your copper. 38 copper. So you found 11 gold, 16 silver, and 38 copper on the bodies, as well as all of its loot. And lastly, I need... Well, not lastly. I need a D100. Let's figure out what table you get to roll on for the additional loot. Fuck. 2 tables. Okay. I need a D545.
What? Excuse me?
I don't make the rules, man. Just roll it. Okay, 211.
Oh, you heard him. Yeah, you heard him.
211.
Hold on while he counts. 200.
Oh no. Thankfully it's all listed with a number. You found on the Knoll Packlord's body a hunk of cheese.
Oh, I'm taking the hunk
Ooh.
of cheese.
For what
and
it's
the
worth,
glaive.
this is the same table that the other group managed to find an adamantine bar. So there's a lot of things on this fucking table.
Evidently.
Yeah. And then the other roll, because it was a 52. Okay, hold on. Was it that one? Nope. Was... Which table? Is it that one?
But it's all our loot, so the cheese gets split, right?
Oh,
I mean, Eggman
That's
found
my
it.
cheese.
It's up to you guys.
I'm taking the glaive and the cheese, and I'll pile everything else up for everyone.
All right.
Can you even wear a glaive?
You don't wear a glaive. You wield a glaive.
Okay, I need a D7 from you.
Okay.
Question is, where do you stick the glaive?
2. Okay, I need a D100 from you now.
Yeah, I know. Sure.
Now that I know what table you're rolling on. A 46. Okay. Really? Of all the things you could have got. Okay. In with the Knoll Pack Lord's loot, you find a potion. With a stopper in it.
This whole time I thought a glaive was like a gauntlet thing.
Oh no, it's a,
No,
like a
it's a-
polearm.
I looked it up. Now I'm like educated.
Yeah. It's like a stick with a sword on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit, get a stick and a sword, duct tape, you got a glaive.
I'm curious. I'm gonna drink the potion.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh my.
Okay, roll a 1d4.
Uh-oh.
We're all just gonna stand here and watch him.
Okay, so the effect
I know what it
is
is
for
too.
2
I think.
hours. The question I need to ask you is, do you feel big or do you feel small?
I feel big, huge.
Cool, so you double in size in all dimensions. Your weight is multiplied by 8. Your growth
Yeah, you
increases
did.
its size by 1 category, so from medium to large. And you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapon
I'm
also grows to match
15
that size.
feet tall. I am 15 feet tall.
Yeah, and your longsword is now basically a great sword that you use in one hand. For the next 2 hours, it deals 1d4 extra damage. For what it's worth, you drank a potion of growth.
Yeah.
It casted the enlarge/reduce spell on you, basically. And you said big, so enlarge. Reduce would have been funny as you shrank down to the size of a halfling.
Oh, I'd still be pretty big.
Probably.
No, you're right. I'll be almost 4 feet. So yeah, never mind.
That'd be pretty good. But yeah, so Eggman is real fucking big all of a sudden.
The question is, can he get back onto a wagon without crushing it?
say I'm 8 times my weight.
Yep.
I'm 2,400 pounds.
If you,
I can walk.
I was gonna say, if you start to approach one of the wagons, I'm gonna be like, maybe not.
Long strides. Long strides.
I'm 15 feet tall.
Yep.
I would assume his speed increases too with those long strides, right?
Like double?
Sure. I'll say out of combat, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Can I hop on one of his shoulders?
He's 15 feet tall. How do you presume to do that?
I'll climb up through some trees or something, or have someone throw me up.
Oh, I'm gonna
Use
throw
the-
her. I'm
Use the
definitely gonna
glaive
throw
to
her.
pole vault.
Oh no, it's my glaive. It's huge too.
Yeah.
Well, then she can climb up the glaive.
She just climb at him. Like, he's literally that fucking big.
Well, I was gonna leave that particular mental image out of it, but yeah, that works too. Climb like a tree.
There you go.
Yes, thank you for spelling it out.
Careful for that branch.
Why does this happen to you? Like every single episode, someone tries to climb up you.
It's just part of being me.
You see an Eggman, you climb an Eggman. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. Actually, I do, but whatever. It's fine. So, you guys have vanquished the boulder in the middle of the road and the knoll trap. And then Eggman is now super large for 2 hours. What would you guys like to do?
Question:
Yes,
would you allow a short rest while traveling on a wagon?
as long as you don't do anything strenuous, yeah.
I say we hop back on the wagon, kind of rest, relax, heal our wounds a little bit, and continue on.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Okay. As you make your way back towards the wagon, Patrick, you just see his leg sticking out from underneath one of the wagons.
Hey,
The
Eggman,
job's done, buddy.
you want to pull him out and hold him up for a second?
Okay.
Do you actually do it?
Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check. You have advantage, so because the potion.
Is there a super advantage?
You
No,
need it.
unfortunately, but roll again because you might get something higher.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like that?
Okay. So you just reach down and with one hand you're able to grab both of his ankles and just like hoist him up like 15 feet up in the air to where your like eyes are matching, but like he's upside down. And you can see it appears he's been crying a little bit as his eyes are like red and moist. And he just goes, I was checking the axles on the wagons. I figured once you guys were done, we could get back on the road. I didn't want there to be any damage.
Oh, okay.
You're big.
Yes.
Are you getting back on the wagon? 'Cause we'll have to clear one off for you, and then nobody else can go on it. Because you're, I'm going to guess, really heavy. But we can do it if you need
Eggman
it.
has packed on a few more pounds.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but I guess I kind of did. Anyway.
I'll walk. I'll set him back down on the wagon.
As you set him down, he like seems
Brush him off.
surprised to be found on the wagon. He's just like, oh, all right, caravan forward. And they all just start moving, and Eggman's just jauntily jogging next to it. Like, I just picture, you remember the big green man from those like bean commercials from way back
Jolly
in
Green
like, when we
Giant.
were kids?
Jolly
Yeah,
Green
Jolly
Giant,
You're just like jogging next to him as like the caravan's just going, and you're just like, like the Jolly Green Giant. Only maybe
Except I'm
not
blue.
green.
The Jolly
Yeah.
Blue Giant.
There you go. Roughly, give or take, minutes. 2 hours throughout your journey. Eventually, Eggman, while jogging, just shrinks back down to his minuscule 8-foot tall size. just as you see the doors ahead to what appears to be a big gated city. The sun has started to come down a little bit, but it wasn't a super long trip with caravan on cars and stuff. It's pretty quick. But as the sun is coming down, I mean, the city looks pretty nice. As you guys get to about 60 feet away from the city, you start to notice that it has a very weird shine in the air as you get closer to it.
City itself, or like the air between us and the city?
The air between you and the city.
So,
Real world perspective, you know when you guys are driving on a really fucking hot day and the heat's coming off of the road and it kind of warps your vision? Like that.
I was gonna say it's like a heat mirage.
Kind of. Yeah, it's like that, but it's not particularly hot where you guys are. It's just that
But-
weird kind of...
so we're aware like this is weird.
Yeah, if you haven't traveled this far south before, yeah, it looks weird.
Okay, I'm gonna use magic awareness.
Okay. What does that entail? Let's take a look.
Open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna give you half of this because you can't, because the origin of it is not within 60 feet of you. But I'm gonna say you do sense a magical effect, and I'll give you the school. One sec.
Harvard? Oxford? Yale?
Caltech. No. What the fuck
MIT.
is that spell? I'm fucking blanking, guys.
Identify? What are you looking for?
Got it. The spell that the... Anyway.
Well, we wouldn't know that.
You... Exactly. I can't tell you the actual spell. That's why I was saying I was blanking. You pick up enchantment in the air.
I smell enchantment.
Missed opportunity for you to be like, enchantment? Enchantment! I miss you, Dragon Age. 1 and 2, really. Anyway. Yeah. So you guys just hanging out outside the city, outside the, basically bubble of magic that this is, or are you guys entering, or what do you guys want to do?
Maybe we should find a place to rest a little bit or whatever.
Well, we've been doing that while we traveled.
Yeah, you guys
So-
had a short rest, if you wanted it. You can roll as many hit dice as you like for your hit dice or whatever while you guys were there. Except for Eggman, because he was jogging, and that's strenuous activity. The rest of
So
you were
we
just
had-
cozy in a cart.
How long did we have?
2 hours.
Okay. I will throw a heal on Agman and Santa.
Oh, bitch.
Okay. You can choose who gets which of those heals, and yeah.
Order I set him, so Agman 11, Santa 8.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so since nobody said stop, the caravan continues through this magical effect. I need...
As we were approaching, I would have asked Patrick, do you know anything about this?
Okay. As you're passing through the magical effect, and you say that, Patrick goes, "Oh yeah, it's everybody knows about this. This is Zizith. It's the enchantment on the city. I need everybody to make charisma saving throws."
Oh. Okay.
What? Good, bad? Oh, -3. Okay. Okay, so there was a chance that one of you could have actually made this save. Unfortunately, that person has already rolled and failed. So everybody fails this save. Everybody, upon passing the magical barrier, is unable to lie.
Do I feel like fighting it?
What's that?
I'm debating something.
Lucky? Because I already told you the result. Lucky won't work now.
No, it's not lucky, and
Oh, okay.
I can still re-roll after. Actually,
Oh.
specifically, the only time I can roll is if I fail.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
You gonna do it?
31 total.
31 total. Okay. You are not under the effects of Zone of Truth. Everybody else is. Al is the only exception, but everybody else cannot speak a deliberate lie within the city.
Eggman is amazing.
I agree.
So Patrick just goes, yeah, so this is the magical city of Zizith, home to all sorts of arcane arts and stuff. The effect that we just passed through is a massive Zone of Truth. It covers the whole city, and it's basically that cleric spell, Zone of Truth, that they can cast, and basically nobody can lie in the city. It's very scary. He looks like noticeably worried, like he didn't want to say it was actually scary, but like he couldn't lie, so he's like, shit. Kinda.
There are many books in this city.
There's some, I guess, if you're interested. There's a couple libraries. There's like a Wizards Guild where you can go, and I'm sure they've got books.
Eggman has work to do.
And he goes, well, you held up your end of the bargain, so, yeah, I guess thank you for getting me here safely, and, well, I'm glad we got here, and I'm glad I'm not dead. And don't take any offense to this, but I hope to never see any of you ever again in my entire life.
Okay.
Kind of has
Fine.
a stress.
DM question.
Has a stressed
Did
look on
he-
his face, like he doesn't want to say that.
Yeah. Did he
Yeah.
pay ahead of time, or was he supposed to pay us?
He did not, and as he was talking, he seems to be rustling up a small chest, and then kind of turns towards you guys and goes, I'm not sure who I'm supposed to pay. I was told Eggman and not Eggman and not Eggman and not Eggman and not Eggman took the job, so I assume I pay Eggman. And
That
he,
is correct.
hands out the small chest to you. Inside, if you look inside, if it's up to you if you want to open it or not.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna count. Make sure I'm gonna count it.
All right, there's
Right there in front of him.
inside there is was it 150 platinum? No gold, just platinum. But it's the full contract amount, 1500 G.
Well, that saves time.
And he just goes, I don't know if you guys are planning on heading back right away. Lots of cool people in the city here. I don't particularly like any of those people that do the necromancy stuff, so stay out of the south part of the city. I would also probably not go to the east part of the city. They do a lot of magic there. Or the north part, or the west part. Or pretty much, if I didn't have to come here, I wouldn't be in this city. It fucking scares me. But, yeah. I don't like this city.
Necromancy. Skeletons.
Presumably.
Eggman has
don't
much
know.
work to do.
If you're looking for a good tavern, the Headless Human is good. They got good soup. It's the first one in. It's on the right. And, good soup.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. And he kind of ushers the reins a little bit, and they all just carry on. If you guys are actually entering the city, like, you'll walk alongside him for a little while and do that whole awkward thing where you, like, say goodbye to somebody, and then you both walk the same directions for a little bit.
Well, I'm ignoring him and divvying out the
Okay.
awards.
Yeah, so he just continues on and goes into the city. You
Sweet.
also notice, if you take a second to look around, or your passive perception would probably tell you this, while underneath this magical effect, you look up and the sky is twilight. Like, it's just purple. Like, you're in a perpetual twilight. It's strange. Definitely wasn't like that when you stepped through the barrier, like, fucking a minute ago. It's weird. But,
So outside the city
Weird.
walls, blue. Inside the city walls, purple.
yep.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Hey guys, the sky's blue.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking nobody's gonna call him on it. All right.
Apparently.
Let's go to the tavern, maybe, and you can discuss the color of the sky.
Four, 5.
I'm gonna assume that you all go towards the tavern. Do you go to the headless human that he told you to, or are you going to a different one?
I
I'm
could go
going
for
to
some
go to
soup.
the headless human. It sounds delightful. I hear there's excellent soup, and we appear to have some money.
All right. As soon as you walk up to the headless human, you notice that the place looks like it's in disrepair. It looks like it might be falling apart at any moment. But you definitely hear the sounds of, like, a raucous crowd inside. Cheering, laughter, but also the place looks like it's about to come down. So you step up to the front door. As you step across the deck leading up to the door, because it is raised about a foot off of the ground, built on the deck, every step lets go, like, a really eerie, like, creak sound as the boards give way underneath your weight a little bit, especially once Eggman steps onto it. Even though he's no longer enlarged, it's still like as the boards are groaning. You open up the main door with a and inside, what can be best described as only a large collection of undead, you just see ghosts flying around. One of them, like, flies right up to you guys, hovering, like, right above the ground, and goes to doff its cap, but, like, its head comes completely off and then sticks back on its head and is like, "We got soup. You want soup? We got bread, too. It's not very good, but the soup is good." And then he kind of floats away and floats through the bar and turns around on the other side of the bar. It's like, "Come on in!"
One question. Are there any skeletons?
Make a perception check. You don't see any.
Okay.
All right. As you all step into the headless human, we'll call the session there for the night. Welcome to Zizith.
Yay.
I had fun writing this city. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
very cool.
I hope you guys spend lots of time here. But you got jobs to do, so maybe not. Hey,
I have work to be
stream.
done.
Yeah, right. I actually didn't think about that when I put the dressy mercenary camp where they were, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Eggman, he can be the dressy, blah blah blah." And then I thought, like, "Oh fuck, Zizith is right next door. Fuck." It'll be interesting to see what you do, but anyway, stream/YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays. 6:30 to 9:30 on Mondays, 6 to 9 on Tuesdays. Sometimes Thursdays it's like 6:30 or 7 o'clock till whenever the fuck we all get tired. Podcast intermittently, but you'll see it on YouTube anyway, so not a big deal. If you're watching this on Twitch Prime, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You know, either free with Amazon Prime or, you know, throw $5 at me. Either way, appreciate it. Even if you don't, appreciate you watching. That's enough of the rambling. We'll see you next week.
And watch some ads.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to... Thank you, Brian. I'm going to roll a minute of ads, so if you wouldn't mind, stick around and watch a minute of ads. Appreciate it. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, boy.